Welcome back to another episode of The Stupidest Podcast with your host, Justin Rademacher, and the less bearded, but he has more hair, the beautiful
Justin Vandy Venter. What's up,
Yeah.
baby?
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Miss ya.
Miss you too. We're doing another phone episode, so I don't get to see you.
I know. Hopefully the vibe goes better this time than the last one.
I think it was still okay last time.
It was good. It just didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
I think I just missed you too much.
That's probably what it was.
So.
And it was only one-sided, too. Just kidding. I missed you too, buddy.
You asshole. So, how you been, man? How's life going? How's the Lyme disease treating you?
Not terrible, I guess. Not great, but I mean, I'm almost better. I still get some pain every now and then if I tweak it here and there, but for the most part, doing everything that I was doing before. I'm back to playing disc golf. Not necessarily at 100% there. Still working on that too, but yeah. Otherwise, a lot of work. I just got done. I went to go see some family this weekend, which was nice. Got to go play some poker with my dad's side of the family. Got to see my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, my uncle, and other uncle cousins.
Is that what you were doing in that snap in that story? Was playing poker?
Oh yeah, yep. That's what I was doing.
Perfect.
We were playing poker and watching some nature stuff in the background on that giant TV that my dad has.
Did you win?
I did not. No, we had like a side little bet thing going. So they bought a bunch of scratch off tickets.
Yeah.
And so it was like every half hour or so, my grandpa had a little timer. So every half hour we would do a drawing. And so we would just have a deck of cards, and then whoever drew the highest card got that scratch off for that half hour. And I won 2 of those, but I didn't actually win anything because they were both zeros.
Oh.
It is what it is. It was still a lot of fun. And with the poker, I wasn't on my game, and the fact that I got a couple bad beats where I had a good hand, but they just had slightly better, So, but other than that, it was still a lot of fun. Got to see I got to see all my family. Dude, had such good food. I'll talk about that later on in the episode in our food section.
Nice.
But, dude, such good food. And especially now that I ended Sober October a little early. I ended it 2 days early, but I also started it a week early. So, it was nice to get some of that stuff in, which was
there you go,
nice.
Man.
And then I saw my mom, Chuck, and Brendan on Sunday, so I got to see a lot of family this weekend.
Cool, dude. Sounds like you had
yeah,
a
now
blast.
I'm back. Oh, yeah, it was a great time. Now I'm back up in Cloquet, had a day of work, and doing the podcast tonight.
So,
How about you?
I think everybody wants to know, have you had a second date?
Well, we have a second date coming up.
Nice.
That will be coming this Saturday. We're going to have our second date. So I'm coming down there, and we're going to be going out to a fancy restaurant.
Oh, fancy dancer.
I don't know what fancy restaurant we're going to yet. We got to figure out the details.
Applebee's.
Well, I don't want to go that extreme. But
I love it.
No, yeah, we're gonna go get dressed up and go somewhere and have a nice.
Oh yeah,
nice
you were
dinner.
saying that. I think I don't know if you said it in the last episode or if you just told me that she wants to get dressed up or something like that.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, she was saying. Yeah, we were talking about how she's got clothes in her closet that she doesn't get to use very often. I'm like, well, let's find an excuse to use them.
So
we're gonna go do that, and
you can put on your cummerbund and.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna get out of my sweatpants and jeans are an upgrade for what I've been wearing these days.
You can finally wear that tuxedo T-shirt that we used to wear.
Oh, I don't even know if I have a tuxedo T-shirt.
We used to rock one at Moonlight that one time.
I know. I don't know where that went though. I don't have it.
Nice.
But yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then since Sober October is done, and I haven't been able to have any sweets, we're gonna get some cake. Wherever we're at, we're gonna either make a cake, or we're gonna go buy one, or we're just gonna get it at the fancy restaurant.
Nice. Or chocolate cake at the restaurant.
I'm thinking chocolate. Yeah.
Nice. I love
That's
it.
my favorite. I actually had a piece of chocolate cake with my grandma.
Dude, sounds like a pretty good date, man. If it doesn't work out with her, I'm available.
Yeah, I mean, if she calls it off on Saturday, I'll hit you up.
As long as you're buying. So, dude, that's good, man. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Not much. I mean, it hasn't been real great around here.
Why not?
Grandma had a heart attack.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah. I guess I didn't tell you that part.
No, I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah, she's doing fine now, but it was pretty touch and go there for a minute. It was scary, to say the least.
Yeah, but I'd say it was probably like that for longer than a minute or so.
Yeah, Mom was a mess.
Yeah.
But she's good now. She's back home. Everything seems to be all right.
That's good.
Just a few fights in the family about it.
Oh, damn.
They want to put her in a home, and she doesn't want to go to a home, and she's got her mind, so that's the hard part. Like, she's 100% there, so she doesn't think she needs to be in a home, and I don't know. I'm staying the hell out of it.
That's probably the smart idea. That's what I would do.
Right. And then
yeah, that's tough.
Gracie got sick, like really sick.
Yeah, you did say that.
Like, she had a temperature of 104.9. She was rocking that.
Man,
Yeah.
I didn't remember that part.
Yeah, dude, it was getting really scary. 104.9 for like 2 or 3 days.
Wow, that's a long time for it to be that high.
Started out with bronchitis, and then they said pneumonia, and then it was like walking pneumonia or something. I don't know exactly what they diagnosed it, but it was pneumonia. And
yeah, you said she didn't even want to play with toys or anything.
Dude, she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave bed. That one, I got her on Friday or whatever, and she slept for probably 12 hours. Woke up, we had breakfast. She ate pretty good. And then she started to play for a little bit. And it wasn't like serious playing. It was like pretty much just sitting on the floor and drawing or coloring. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden she comes up and crawls up on my lap. And she slept for like 5.5 hours on my lap.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like 17, like almost 18 hours of sleep.
Yeah. And then woke up.
Wow.
And she did pretty good after that. Her energy started to come back. She broke her fever. And then she had good dinner. She ate good. We took a bath and all that. And then she slept throughout the night that night. And then she woke up in the morning and... Or that was Saturday. Saturday she did this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember you sent me a snap of her sleeping on you.
Yep, that was Saturday. And then Sunday she woke up and fever was gone and her energy was back. And the only thing she's got rocking now is a wicked, wicked cough. And I mean, it's a bark. I mean, it sounds like a grown man voice coming out of her throat.
Wow.
So.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, but. Yeah.
I'll be thinking of her because I know you said she was sick, so I have been, and I'll be thinking of your grandma too because, dang.
Yeah. Yeah, so it hasn't really been upbeat over here, but I mean, we're making the best of it.
Yeah.
Other than
That's all you can do. Yeah.
Other than that, man, I'm just working. Trying to pay bills. Yeah, trying to pay bills, get ahead of the game here.
Yeah, I feel you there, man.
But yeah, I could definitely use some fun.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to do some fun here coming up. I mean, we still got to do that little tournament between you and me over at Blue Ribbon Pines.
Yeah, dude, I'm still trying to find the time when we're gonna do that. If not, we're gonna have to push it off to the spring. But hopefully we can do it this fall. But man, it's getting pretty cold already.
Oh yeah, well I'll be playing all winter. So if we need to make it this a winter tournament, I'm cool with that too.
Is Blue Ribbon open in the winter?
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, they are?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, they're
that.
open all year round.
Oh, dude, maybe we'll do it in the winter then.
Yeah. I know Josh was thinking about playing today. He just got back from a tournament actually down in Texas, and he was going to go play today, but he had some stuff that he had to get done that didn't allow him to play today. So.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. Other than that, I actually went and played. What day?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Can't remember what day it was, but I went and played with Joey.
I can't remember either.
I went and played with Joey from work.
Oh, nice.
And dude, he threw an ace.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Dang.
Pretty sick.
Wow. How far?
315, something like that.
Dang, that's a big one.
Might have been 290. It might have been 290.
Okay,
it was right around
still.
there. Just if it was just over 3 or two, just under 3. It was a good one.
I'm impressed. Yeah.
He can launch it though.
Yeah.
It's the only thing he's good at. He's terrible at approaches and putting, but he can launch and drive. If me and him could combine our games, we'd be one hell of a player.
I mean, I'd rather be lucky than good. So.
Right. So. My putting is still pretty freaking phenomenal, though. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a good putter. I'm still trying to learn the putting game. I go on streaks. I usually have some good, some bad.
I think my putting comes from Beersby.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because that game would definitely help. Yeah, if you can hit the pole, the basket is way bigger than the pole. So
yeah, we played a lot of Beersby in college and all that, knocking the beer bottle off. That was always phenomenal. We used to play King of the Hill on that, and that was always just King of where you just keep playing if you win.
Yeah. Yep.
So I played nonstop. So
dang,
that was always rocking.
So then, whoever was good only got better.
Right. Screw the rest of you. No.
I would have just brought my own.
Right.
I would have been like, okay, this round we're playing. The loser gets to continue to play.
Boom.
I would never stop.
We always try it. I'm one of those guys that just can't sit down and drink. I always got to play a game or do something.
Yeah.
I mean, you see me in the bar. I'm never sitting down.
No, you got to be doing something.
Yeah.
Singing karaoke.
Dancing.
Oh yeah.
Playing games, playing cards. I gotta be doing something. I hate sitting still. Idle hands are the devil's project, or the devil's playground. So.
Yeah, dude, the very first drink that I had was playing poker this weekend. I haven't had a drink I don't drink very often anyways, so it's been probably a couple months since I've had anything. But had a couple drinks playing poker, and that's maybe why I didn't play so well. But
nice.
I don't know.
What'd you have?
I just had Jack and Coke.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't remember though. It was like some sort of it was a special Jack. My uncle brought it, and he wanted to share it with me. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll have some with you. And I can't remember what it was though. I can picture the bottle. I just can't picture the name.
Was it a Jack Reserve or something like that?
Maybe. There was like some white on the label. I don't know. That's all I remember.
I'm not a big Jack
guy.
guy.
Not the lettering, but the actual background. I don't know much about any alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not a big Jack guy. Jack always made me put me on an emotional roller coaster every time I drank it. I would I'd cry on your shoulder, tell you I hated you, and then give you a hug at the end, and then try to dance with you or something. I don't know. It was always I was always on an emotional roller coaster on Jack, so I stayed away from it.
Yeah, that probably is for the better then.
So you want to get into this?
Yeah, we can get into it.
All right, you or me?
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
All right, you go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring us back a little bit. Did you ever believe in the Y2K hype? back in 1999?
Like if the world was going to end or something like that.
If the world is going to end, that all the computers were going to uprise and people were hoarding food
It's
and
going to be Judgment Day.
beverages. Yeah, it's going to be Judgment Day. Like it was the end of the world and all that kind of stuff. Did you believe in that?
No, I was too young to really believe into it.
Yeah,
I think.
I was. Yeah, I was too young too. Like, I remember like my family, like we didn't hoard like a lot, but we like went and got a little bit extra just in case. But
I
no, I
don't even think we did that. My dad,
oh,
my
okay.
dad just laughed. It was like, yeah, whatever. If we die, we die.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No,
no,
I mean it's just something that I've always like, because I've never really known. Like, I didn't know a whole lot of people. Like you were saying, like we were young, so I don't remember knowing anybody that was really scared or even cared.
I wonder if that's like that also has to do with something where we live.
That could be.
You know, because
Like,
like
we live in Minnesota, and I mean, maybe it was a little more hectic where they're like, maybe like New York, where they're like more reliant on that stuff, you know?
yeah, like out east or out west, I feel like they really maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe that's just because of what we see on TV or something. What
Yeah.
they show.
Yeah, the media could have,
Pushed
media
it.
could have played a role.
But it seems like it's always worse somewhere else than what it seems like here.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, you know? At least to me. So.
I thought it was interesting. I never, like you said, like I was just too young to know anything.
Yeah, because like I don't even remember anybody around me being like, you ready to die tomorrow? Like, oh, you know, or something
Yeah,
like
I was still taking typing classes. So
yeah,
if the computers, I was still learning how to do it. If it happened, oh great, I guess I don't have to take that class anymore.
right. I think that was in the same way. I like, man, I think if I at that age I was just like, no school tomorrow, sweet.
It would have sucked though, because I remember having like really cool looking computers at school. Like, do you remember those computers? They were big and bulky, but they had like the colors and stuff. Like
The old
you could
apples.
have a red, yeah, the old apples. Like I remember those in my computer room.
They look
in
cool.
elementary
They
and
look
middle
cool,
school.
but they were shitty.
Oh, I know that. I just remember having to learn how to type on one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember taking typewriting class. I don't even know if they did that now. Where you had to type.
I never took typewriting class. I took a computer typing class.
Yeah, computer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where you had to type the words and all that.
Yeah. I thought you were saying on a typewriter. I was like, dang.
I did take a typewriter class too, though.
Yeah, I never took a typewriting class, but I did have a class where my teacher was forcing us to type up a paper, and I didn't have a computer, and nobody in my family had a computer, but my grandma had a typewriter. So I had to typewrite my paper.
Oh, geez.
And I mean, I was learning how to type. So it took me forever. And I'm pretty sure I had my aunt type it for me in the end, because I went through probably like 3 or 4. And I couldn't get it because I kept messing up. And so she's just like, I'll get it for you. And she helped me out. So
I remember taking the class, and you know how they try to find how many words per minute?
yeah, yep.
And whatever. And my teacher, she'd always yell at me because my wrists would always be down.
Oh, yep.
Like resting on the desk or whatever, and I'd type.
Yeah. And you can't do that.
Yeah, she goes, that's lazy. Quit being lazy. Quit being lazy. Get those wrists up and type. And I go, I'm not lazy. I go, I was the fastest typer in the class.
And she's just trying to mess with you?
Well, it just wasn't, I didn't have good form, according to the typewriting. Your form is terrible. Your form is terrible, but I can't say anything because you're the fastest typewriter in our class. I mean, I was doing like 40 words a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, I was flying. But
dude,
that
I'm not doing that now.
Yeah,
I feel like
I don't even
typer.
think I could do that now because I don't type any. But I grew up in the era with AOL Instant Messenger, you know, where we just typed, you know.
Yeah.
So I remember spending nights on AOL Instant Messenger chatting with my friends till like 2, 3 in the morning, and it was just all typing. You know, we didn't have phones when I grew up. Everything was text or Instant Messenger or MSN Messenger and stuff like that. So I typed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I could type. I could fly through the words.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what I can type now.
Same,
Because that's what I do for a living now is type messages and
right.
emails all day.
Same with texting though. How do these kids, but I guess they can have their phones in class now. We couldn't have our phones in class when I was like in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
But because we had those 3 push buttons, You remember?
The
Oh, like on a flip
three
phone?
push. Oh yeah. Before the flip phone, you had to type hit the button 3 times just to get one letter.
Yeah. Dude, I got
Yep.
so good at that I just wore a hoodie and I kept my phone in there and I'd just glance at my phone, open up the message, and then I could type without even looking.
Wow. Yep.
Send.
I never got that good at texting when we had those kind of phones. I remember my buddy though. He would have his phone in class,
Yep.
and he could literally look at the teacher at the front of the classroom and text on his phone. He had like one of those side swiping ones where you'd like turn the phone sideways and swipe the thing up, and then it would have the keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah, he had one of those,
The
and he
sidekick
could,
or whatever.
yeah, whatever that, and he would just plug away, and he'd just look up, and you couldn't tell anything was happening.
Dude, that was me one-handed inside my hoodie.
Wow.
Just one thumb, just then I could hit send, and then I'd just wait for like a vibrate,
And then do it again.
I'd glance at the message and I'd be like, okay, I'll meet you after school here.
That's funny.
But yeah, definitely got busted a few times, but
Well, that's gonna happen if you do it all the time.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, definitely didn't fall into the
Didn't fall into the hype.
into the hype of the world ending.
Yeah.
I don't even think any in our family even went for it either.
Yeah.
So, all right. If you had an hour to evacuate, what would you pack in you got one bag to pack. What are you packing?
I have one bag to pack, and I'm evacuating. So, is this like, am I evacuating for forever? I'm never coming back? Or is it like there's a big storm coming, you got to evacuate for a week or a month, and I can come back? Or...
Hurricane's coming, more than likely.
Okay.
All your belongings are going to get wiped out.
Okay.
Or say, better yet, let's say we're getting invaded.
Okay. And so like whatever
China,
I grab,
by like China or something, or Russia, or I don't know, some other country's invading us, and they're trying to take over a country, and we got to evacuate. What's the bag you're packing?
Okay, well, I'm gonna pack. I gotta pack my phone, my laptop, because my laptop's got all my comedy on there, and I want to keep that.
Okay.
Well, I gotta make a living. Maybe I can make a living with the jokes.
Right.
Man, I don't know. I want to obviously pack some clothes. I don't have anything in particular. Maybe a Rams jersey or so. I got to keep my stupidest podcast jersey.
Boom.
That makes the cut.
Nice.
Man, I don't know.
I really like that jersey.
Yeah, it's a sweet jersey, dude. I'll bring my Nintendo Switch. I just got that. That's pretty cool. It's not gonna take up a lot of room, and it'll entertain me.
Okay.
I don't have anything that I like need to keep. That's the thing. I'll bring my disc golf discs.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I got to bring my disc golf discs.
I can't remember who I was talking to. But it was a girl, and she listens to the podcast, and she came up with this question. And,
okay.
And she goes, "I guarantee you, Roddy's gonna say his discs."
Well, yep, that's coming with me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can play anywhere, so
right.
Might as well. I think that's all I'm bringing. Well, obviously, except for like essential stuff like toothbrush, toothpaste, and deodorant, and all the daily essentials that you need.
You didn't bring any of the important stuff.
Maybe food, water.
Oh.
What's the important stuff?
Okay, you ready for my answer?
Yeah, what's your answer?
I'm bringing my passport.
Oh, I need to bring a passport. I'd grab everything in my safe.
I'm bringing my birth certificate.
Yep, everything in my safe,
Social
like my birth
security
certificate,
card.
social security card, yep, all that stuff.
Yep.
My ID, my
Yep.
wallet, my keys. Probably my keys because I need to drive, but otherwise,
I'm bringing as much cash as I can possibly think of.
Yep.
What else am I bringing? I'm definitely bringing the laptop.
Yeah, you gotta have some sort of way to
Yep.
get onto the intranet.
I'm bringing the laptop. I'm bringing the PodTrack P4, our recorder, and I'm bringing a mic.
Okay, so that way we can still record these and
So we can podcast.
Yep. That's a good choice.
Dude, gotta make a
I
living.
like that.
I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom. I think we're gonna make a bundle then.
Yeah, as long as everybody else has internet and they can listen.
Right. If not, we got a recorder. We could freaking We could produce it somehow.
Yeah.
Get it out some way.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, we got to get it out somehow, and then hopefully somebody can listen and enjoy.
Right. So, yeah, that's what
Anything
I'm bringing.
else?
Well, I'm bringing all of Gracie's contact stuff. I'm bringing Gracie, but
Oh, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. So
Yeah.
you're gonna bring all her stuff, but you're not gonna bring her.
yes, but she's not going in the bag. So,
Oh, I mean that makes sense.
but yeah, I think that's about it, man.
I mean that's the essentials. That's what you got to bring, and it's nice to have the ability to do the podcast and to do jokes and all that stuff. So I mean, it's not needed, but I feel like we should.
Right.
But
So,
sweet.
What's
I got my next one it's more of a game that I want to play with you. I know we've talked about the Mandela Effect on this podcast before. And this one, I'm just going to bring up a bunch of them. We've probably talked about some of these in the past, but I'm just going to bring up a bunch of Mandela Effect things in the world. And you need to answer them how you think they are. So that way people can understand if it really is a Mandela Effect or not.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Sounds good.
Okay, so for those of you that don't remember, a Mandela Effect is just basically something like a group of people remembers something one way, while another group maybe remembers it a different way. But it's more of the fact that there's like thousands of people that remember it this way. And so people think that it could be like an alternate universe, or it's weird how it happens because like it started when Nelson Mandela supposedly died. And they said that he died in the 1980s, and there's thousands of people that believe this, but he didn't really die until 2013. And so that's why they call it the Mandela Effect, because it's something that a lot of people thought was real, but really wasn't. So the first one that I have for you is a peanut butter one. Is it Jif or Jiffy?
I think it's Jif.
Yep, it is. Just J-I-F.
Yep.
It's Jif. It was never Jiffy, but there's a lot of people out there that thought it was Jiffy. So I think it was because there was a Skippy peanut butter, and people kind of put the two together. But okay, so is it Looney Tunes, Toons, or Looney Tunes, Tunes?
I'm gonna go Oons.
That's what a lot of people think, but it is
Tunes.
Yep, it is Tunes. I know it makes sense to have it be Looney Tunes because the two O's on both of the words, but that's not how it is.
That makes sense though.
Yeah. Did Curious George have a tail?
I'm going to go with no.
That's right. He did not have a tail.
That's weird.
Some people thought he did because he's a monkey, but he didn't have a tail. All right, is it sex in the city or sex and the city?
I'm going to go with and.
It is and the city. Yep, sex and the city, not sex in the city. But a lot of people mix that up too.
I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing really good. I'm not even keeping track of how many you get right and wrong.
I think I've
so
only gotten
if
one.
You guys are, if you want to keep track, you can. But is it Fruit Loops, FRUIT, or FROOT?
It's OOT.
It is OOT. That time they actually did the two O's and the two O's.
The only reason I remember that is because I remember the toucan looked through.
Yep, looked through the O's.
Yep.
Okay, did the Monopoly Man have a monocle?
I'm gonna cheat because I always
You can't.
I know the answer to this one.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna say no.
Which is correct.
And I always thought he did.
Yep, a lot of people did think he had it, but he didn't. It was the Planter's Peanut that has had one, and that's why they think there was the confusion. But yeah, the Monopoly Man never had a monocle. Okay, does Kitkat have a hyphen?
No.
No, it doesn't. It's just Kit and Cat.
Cat.
Yep. Is it Cheez-Its or Cheez-It?
Cheez-It.
It is just Cheez-It. No S or no Z. People would put a Z or an S, but
man, I'm doing
it
good.
didn't have either of them. Yep. Okay, Oreo double stuff. 1 F or 2 Fs?
1.
It is 1.
Wow.
You're doing really good.
Frick yeah. I didn't know about that one.
This one isn't really a question, but it's just something that it's just kind of an interesting thing that people maybe didn't catch. But C-3PO in Star Wars, did you know that he has 2 different color legs?
Oh, really?
Yep. He has a gold leg because that's a silver one is the other one. Because his body is gold, so one of his legs is gold, but the other one is silver.
I feel like he changes. I feel like he changes in almost every movie though. Because he gets deconstructed in a few of them.
I guess he does, doesn't he? So maybe it was just in a few, but that's just what I saw online. Okay, what color do you think of when I say magenta?
Magenta, like a violet or like a reddish pink.
Reddish pink.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people think.
Is it blue?
But do you want to know what it actually is? It's a shade of green.
Makes sense. I was gonna go that route.
It didn't make sense to me. I thought it was pink the entire time. I
would have, like, if we were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'd be like, it's either like a violet pinkish thing or it's like a bluish green.
Yeah.
That's what I would have went back and forth, but I think I would have settled on pink.
Yeah. All right, now I got a bunch of quotes, and you need to tell me if the quote is correct or incorrect.
Okay.
From what it actually is in a movie.
Okay.
So, life is like a box of chocolates.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yep, life is like a box of chocolates. Was that ever said?
I'm going to say yes.
It's not. It was not said. It's life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh.
So, but people always say life is like a box of chocolates, but it was never said.
Okay.
How about mirror, mirror on the wall? Was that ever said?
Mirror, mirror. Who's the...
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
I hear you. I'm thinking, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the... Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Nope, never said.
What was it?
It was magic mirror on the wall.
Oh.
Yep. All right, how about Luke? I am your father.
That was not said.
Nope. It was just, I am your father. Luke was never said. How about, hello, Clarice? That was in the
Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
And he definitely does say it in one movie, but they're going to say no.
Yep, it did say no. All he says is good morning. He never even says her name. He
calls her in one of the movies and says it though. It might not be Silence. It might not be Silence of the Lamb, but in one of the other ones, he calls it. Hello, Clarice.
All right. How about it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood?
I don't think it was said, but it was definitely sung.
Well, that's true. It was sung, but it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. So he never said the, it was this.
Okay.
But everybody always says the. All right, now the last one is just another, I'm going back to the original game. Was Sinbad ever a genie?
No.
Nope. It was Shaq.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shazam.
Yep. People always thought it was Sinbad, though, but he didn't. Or at least according to what I was reading.
Man, that's a guy that fucking disappeared.
Yeah. Dude, he's come back in a few things, though. He was in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in one episode, and he was really good in it, too.
Dude, he's always a phenomenal actor, great comedian.
Yeah.
But I think he got in trouble. Got in trouble with the government a few times, so...
I didn't know. I don't know his background. I don't know much about him.
I think he didn't pay his taxes or something like that.
Oh.
I think he ended up going bankrupt and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I read something up on him, so...
Yeah.
I liked him. He was one of my faves back in the day.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, I guess he was, like, a little bit before me. I did see him a little bit, but I didn't get to see him as much as like you probably, because I mean you're only a couple years older, but I feel like you had the opportunity to see him a little bit more than me at least.
That and I have a little bit older soul.
Yeah, so you watch a lot of the
older stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So that it?
Yep, that's all I got for the Mandela Effect.
All right. My next question. If you could bring back any style of clothing from any era, what would you bring back?
Man, I don't really have a good answer for this, but
I do.
I want to bring back, even though I don't even know if it was ever a thing, but I just want it to be socially acceptable to wear sweatpants in public. Because I love wearing sweatpants, and I just don't wear them in public as often as I want to, just because I feel like I'm going to get judged, you know? I don't care if people judge me. I don't know. I want to be able to just go out and have a
24/7 sweatpants?
Yeah, I want to be able to have a night on the town, but wear sweatpants during it.
You still rocking those new ones that you bought last time you came down?
Oh, yeah, dude. I've bought a few more pairs, like, similar to that kind. I'm actually wearing one that is tan, so it looks like I'm not even wearing pants, technically.
I just bought 3 pairs of the gray sweatpants.
The gray sweatpants are my favorite, like the light gray. Those are that's my style. That's what I would like to wear.
I spent a little bit of money. I bought a Polo one, I bought a Nike one. I think I bought an Adidas or Reebok or something like that.
Oh, wow. So you spent some money. I don't really put a whole lot of money into sweatpants. But
you did on that one pair. The last pair you came down, you said you spent quite a bit, like $20-some bucks or something like that, $30.
That's the most I've ever spent on sweatpants. It was $20.
The
other
polo,
ones
the
I buy
polo ones
on.
I got for a deal. I think I got them for like $15. I was like, I gotta pull the trigger
Oh,
on the
that's not
polo,
bad. I'd
especially
buy
for
those for
polo.
sure. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, if you had my size, I'd buy them right off you.
right.
But
So
no, I don't know. Otherwise, I'd like to bring back like all the guys wearing suits, like back in like the
see,
30s and 40s, like wearing the hats and stuff like that.
like the hats that I rock.
Yeah, that'd be
See,
cool.
that's what I'm saying. That's the era I'm going. 1910, 1920, like the
That's
Newsies.
the yeah, that's the reason I said it. I actually don't want it. I knew you wanted it.
Yeah,
So.
that
I do. Another one I was gonna say, just because I knew you wanted it, was like the old West style,
yeah,
cowboy boots,
yeah. Now we're
dressing
talking.
up like cowboy.
Heck yeah, freaking leather vest.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really have like a style, so that's like why it's tough for me to answer that. Like I just
1920s
I
would be
was
so cool though. You know how often I would. You know how
oh
much I would love to rock those suits right now.
yeah. If
Like
I actually did have to answer this like honestly though, it just came to my head. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I want to bring back 90s clothes.
the
That's what I want to
conch
bring
shell
back.
necklaces and stuff like that.
No, like the bright colors and like the
Jinko
cups and
jeans.
yeah, like all that stuff. Sorry, what were you gonna say though? You were talking about the 20s and 30s.
Oh, the suits, man. I would love to.
Yeah.
Dude, if you look back in time, like I watch those movies and like the poor people are dressed well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's just everybody.
like they look at you like you're poor and I'm looking at them like I would rock the fuck out of that suit that you're wearing and you're poor.
That's funny.
And those hats, man, the newsy hats. Oh my god,
Yep.
love those hats, dude. They're so comfortable.
I know. Well, that's why I had to bring that era up because I knew you'd have a lot to talk about.
I was gonna bring it up either way.
I figured.
Yeah, that and the Western days would be cool. Medieval would be
Yep.
pretty sweet,
Oh, I didn't even think of medieval. That'd be really cool.
but I don't know if
Just
I'd.
wear just wear a knight suit.
Yeah, that would get heavy though.
For sure.
Chainmail. Could you imagine wearing
Yep.
chainmail everywhere?
You got to bring your horse everywhere.
Yeah. Everybody's like, those were manly men. I'm like, yeah, it's because their clothes weighed 50 pounds.
They had to be.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, I think I'd go with 90s. I want to go bring back all that colorful stuff.
Yeah, I'm going 1920s, man. Suits.
Yeah.
Every dude's in a suit. A manly man era. Everybody was good looking back then. An ugly dude looked good in a suit, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
Well, I mean,
Maybe I should just start buying those clothes and just start rocking them every day.
just yeah, change it up. Make that the fashion, you know?
It's so expensive though.
Yeah, that would be very expensive if you had to buy a suit for every day.
Yeah, and I can't wear a suit to work.
Plus,
Like I'd wreck.
I was gonna say, bring that to work with you. Just imagine working in that environment in a suit all day.
Not gonna happen.
No, not at all.
But if we ever make this a thing, that's what I'm doing from now on. If this ever blows up or comedy ever blows up, I'm gonna be the suit guy.
I'll just be the guy that wears whatever I want to wear. I'll wear sweatpants everywhere. Yep.
He's always dressed like a bum, and his partner's always dressed up.
I wouldn't care. I'd be happy with that.
It'd be sweet.
I just want to be comfy.
Yeah, it definitely would be sweet, because then you could just be like, yeah, well, my bank account says different. Boom. Suck it.
Yep.
So, all right, man, that's about all I got for that question.
Sweet. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. I'm gonna switch it up quite a bit. So, what is it that makes a fart good? And what is it that makes a fart bad?
I like this question.
And if you want me to go first, I have.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I got this. So, what makes a fart good? You know, when your stomach is like really just like hurting, and all of a sudden you just let one go, and you're like, "Oh, I feel so much better now."
Yep. But is
Like,
that good
like
or
it.
bad? Because
No,
it
no,
could.
it's good. It's good. I'll get to the bad part because I know where you're about to
Okay.
take this. But it's good because then you feel good. The bad part is when your stomach is hurting and you go to let one go and you don't know if you can trust it and you shouldn't have trusted it.
Yep.
That's
That's what I was
that's
getting
when it
at.
goes bad.
Yep. Because that can go
That
from.
can go from I need to fart to I need a change of clothes.
Yep. And if you're not in the right spot, you might have just ruined your day.
I've lost. I've definitely lost some underwear along the way.
Oh, I've done it once or twice. I did it at work once. That wasn't fun. I was in an office environment and I just got back from lunch with my boss and we had sushi and it was a great meal. It was amazing. And I had one that I shouldn't have trusted. And we were in the elevator. I was just me and him. And he heard it and he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so."
I
And I
better go
lied to him.
check.
Yep, I lied to him because I didn't even need to check. I knew right away
Yeah,
that it was not a fun sight down there.
that's a
But
fun feeling too when you go flush. Your cheeks kind of lose its color, and you're like, "This isn't good."
no, no, it was not good. I lost that pair that day, but
Sucks when it's a good pair too.
though it was just a regular pair for me. It
I know.
wasn't
Yeah, I
anything.
know. I'm just saying when it is a good pair,
Yeah, for sure.
you're like, God dang it, I like those.
But yeah, that's the one time that I remember the most. I guess I do remember one other time I was in Walmart with my friend Merk, and we were walking around, and again, had one that I thought I could trust, but wasn't as bad. I saved those ones. Those ones were fine, but it was one that I was embarrassed.
The-
He asked me if I was fine too. I every time anybody asks me if I'm fine, I'm gonna say yes.
yeah,
But
yeah. I'm not telling you the truth ever. No, I'm not fine. I just shit myself. What are you gonna do about it? Like, you gonna
yeah,
help me out? You gonna
how
go
do
to the
you
bathroom with
expect?
me? You gonna wipe my ass right now, or what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
how do
lie
you
to you
expect anybody
every
to
time.
actually? Yeah, how do you expect anybody to tell the truth in that kind of a situation?
Yeah. The other good time, another good time about it, is when you're in the car, especially at work with me, is when you're in the work truck and you have control of the window locks. That's the best one.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, for sure.
As in you just
But
share the wealth. You're like, just take it in, guys. Just take it in. It's a good one.
yeah,
It's a good one.
yeah, I enjoy those ones, especially I don't have that at work, obviously, and I don't think I've really ever had that at work. Never had. I guess I could have done it while I was renting out vehicles at Enterprise. That would have been fun.
Let's go for a test
But
drive. Come on.
yeah, let's go for a test drive. Let's go do this. You want this car? No, I don't want this car.
Let me show you the cool thing about this car.
You smell that? Yep. Now watch this. You turn the AC on. Yeah, it's not helping, is it?
This could this could be you.
Yeah. I'm like trying to like sell the car, but nothing's working. I turn on the heat. This is making it worse.
I could taste it. Is that ketchup and
Yeah.
onions?
Is that onions?
You know, the tuxedos are kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't really I didn't even give an answer for this one. I just figured there was going to be a story that came up.
Oh yeah,
But I
there's
just
a few of them.
wrote down the loudness, the smell, the length and the length of the linger of the fart and the depth, like how deep it comes from within.
So, when you have a loud one, are those bad?
No, those are always the better ones. Those are the
Yeah,
least.
stinky.
Yeah, those are the least stinky. Yeah.
If it's loud, you're safe.
Yep. I've had a lot. Like I had this one where I was a kid. I was with my uncle, and I was sitting on my bed. He's sitting right by me, and I let one go, and I wasn't thinking anything of it, and all of a sudden he smelled it a little bit, and so it gave me the giggles. And then it just was like an eruption of like giggling and farting at the same time. But then the stink just kept getting greater and greater because it was like one of those, like pre-poop farts. And so it was a bad smelling one, and we had to evacuate the room. Like it was bad.
That's great. So
Yeah.
when Mighty Ducks 2 like came out,
Mm-hmm.
when they always
So pretty recently.
yeah, way back in the day. So way back in the day, so I was probably like in maybe middle school,
Mm-hmm.
just entering middle school. And they always blamed Goldberg, the goalie.
Oh yeah,
in,
yep.
in that movie, and then all of a sudden it was the new enforcer or whatever, Dean or whatever, and he's like, "No, it was me,"
Yep.
So we're in the car, and someone let one fly, and my parents always blamed me. Oh, Justin. And this one reeked. It stunk real bad, and both my Justin. I don't know. I was like, it wasn't me. And all of a sudden, Sabrina just raises her arm. No, it was me.
Oh no.
She's
Oh
gonna hate that I
man.
tell this story, but it
That's
was so.
awesome. I'm so glad you said that story.
Dude, she was like, she might have been in like second or third grade.
That's awesome. Oh man, that's a good story. I like that.
Yeah, it was so great. She was, no, it was me.
She's so proud of it.
Yo.
Yeah, I did it.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got for that one.
All right. What is your favorite genre of food? So like, Italian, Chinese. You can group it into something, whatever.
Yeah, group it into whatever you have to.
Yep.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to. Man, there's so many good foods out there, but I think I'm gonna go Japanese
Ooh.
because there's sushi, there's fried rice, you can still have like your steak, your chicken, your shrimp. So basically, I would eat Benihana food all the time.
Ooh. Nice.
So yeah, because that's what it is. So that's what I would go for as a genre of food. How about you?
It was tough for me for this one. It was between seafood and Italian. And I think I think I went with Italian.
Yeah.
But man,
I can see. Yeah, you like your pastas and
yeah, I love my pastas. Like I said, Italy would be amazing vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there's nothing better than like a little Cajun seafood too.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of seafood recently, and I would love to have some. We were actually, my grandma and I, went to a restaurant where we were gonna go get some lobster mac and cheese,
Ooh.
but they just got rid of it on the menu,
Yeah,
and so they didn't have lobster at all. So we ended up doing chicken mac and cheese, but it was still good. Just it wasn't lobster.
I've been craving some lobster tail with a little butter.
Man, that would be good. Do a little surf and turf would be.
Yeah,
Oof,
now we're talking.
I could go for that.
Now we're talking. So that's all I got for that one. I just thought it'd be easy.
Yeah, no, I like it. Mine again. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit again. I'm gonna go with which is your favorite of the 7, and I'm gonna just kind of keep it to the newer ones. Technically, it says that there's 8. I don't know why it says that there's 8, but I want to see which one is your favorite. So I'm gonna list them all off.
8 what?
And see what you think.
Of what?
So
You never.
the first one is
wait,
in Rome.
wait. You never mentioned what? God dang it. Sorry. Technical difficulties at the stupidest podcast. We dropped a call. I'm going to call him back, though. We'll get him back, folks. Don't worry.
Hey, you've reached Justin Rademacher.
Try again.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I think my cord is draped over my phone, and I think it bumped the button.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because I was looking at the time to make sure everything's still going good.
I gotcha.
But I put an announcement in. I said, a little technical difficulties here at the Stupidest Podcast. We'll get through this.
Well, I'm glad that you helped out.
Right.
You
didn't mention. You just said 7 something, 8 something. You didn't say what. So 7 what?
Okay, so I'm gonna do which of the 7 wonders of the world.
Okay, you didn't mention wonders of the world.
Okay, so which of the 7 wonders of the world is your favorite? It technically says on my list that there's 8, but I'm not exactly sure why that is, but we're gonna go with 8. So I'm gonna say, which is your favorite of the 8 wonders of the world? And I'm just gonna kind of go down my list, and we're both gonna say what we think is our favorite.
Okay.
So the first one I have of China. The second one is in Mexico, and that one is obviously in China. The second one is in Mexico. I am not exactly sure how to pronounce this, so again, this is the Stupidest Podcast. I'm going to go and I'm going to give it 2 attempts, and probably neither of them are going to be correct. But it is the Chichen Itza, but it kind of looks like Chicken Itza. So I'm going to go with both of those.
You're definitely going to piss somebody off.
And that's that like towering staircase in Mexico.
Okay.
And it's like the castle in Mexico.
Okay.
The next one is Petra. I think that's how I'm saying it correctly. And that's in Jordan. So that's out Jordan, the country. So that's like out in the Middle East area.
Okay.
And that's like just a huge carving in this giant wall, and it's incredible. Machu Picchu, which again is that's in Peru, and that is where there's like a lot of rice fields and stuff like that, and then there's part of it looks like there's a face coming out of the earth, and that's where a lot of people like to take pictures. The next one is the Christ the Redeemer, and that is in Rio de Janeiro. That's the Jesus that's holding his hands out. You know what I'm saying? That giant statue.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is in Rome, the Colosseum.
Okay.
Then it's the Taj Mahal in India. And then it is the pyramids of Giza in Cairo, and that's in Egypt.
So if I had to pick one, it's a toss-up between the Taj Mahal and the Colosseum.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go with the Colosseum because I've always wanted to go to the Colosseum.
Yeah. Just because of all of the
history.
The history of it, yeah.
Yeah. And then also I'm going to be in Italy, so I can try the food.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yep,
but,
there you go.
But yeah, definitely the Colosseum. To see the architecture from that time period would be, I mean, look at it. It's amazing, especially for that time period.
Yeah.
And then just all the history of the gladiators that actually have fought there. I mean, you get to stand on the ground where blood was actually shed for no reason at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the modern day sporting events too. Like it was like their sporting event back then.
Yeah, except the athletes.
Yeah.
The athletes didn't have a choice. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And didn't get paid anything.
Yeah.
They got paid by keeping their life.
That's true.
So yeah, that would be mine. What about you?
Well, I have a toss-up too. I really like the Great Wall of China. I don't know. It's always fascinated me, and I've always wanted to go, but I've never like ever actively thought of going. But I don't know. I feel like I should make a trip. Make it a thing. Yeah. So I got a toss-up between that and the pyramids. I would really like to see the pyramids too. I just think that they're just, I don't know, they're just huge, insanely crazy things, and like they don't even know how the pyramids were built, and like the Great Wall of China is, I'm looking here, it's like 5,500 miles. Like that's ridiculous.
Right.
Oh, and then there's claims that it was 13,000 miles at one point.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's huge. And you can see it from outer space.
Do you think it was
too.
aliens?
Maybe. I don't know. That's definitely, we could do a whole podcast on that.
Right.
But
so.
Yeah, that's what I got for that one.
I like that question. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is your favorite kind of tie for your suit? Like, do you like a regular tie? Do you like a bow tie? Do you like a cowboy tie? Do you like that little scarf like the old Mexican suits and the Spanish suits? What kind of tie do you like with your suit?
Well, I like all ties, but I only have regular ties. So I'm going to stick with regular ties just because I have so many of them and I feel like that I look good in them. And I would like a bow tie. I just have never, I don't even know how to tie one. I would have to get one of the fake ones, you know? But if I learned how to do a bow tie, I would rock that for sure.
I think a good bow tie is very attractive.
Yeah. And if I knew how to wear the other ties, I would wear them. I'm just fashionably not knowledgeable and I wouldn't know how to tie everything together. That pun was not intended.
I think if you can look attractive in a bow tie, you can look attractive in any other tie.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
as long as you know what to wear with it.
Right. I mean, a bow tie, you can look like a huge nerd.
Yeah.
But if you look good with a bow tie, if you look real good in a bow tie, you're gonna look damn good in any other tie. Now, with your regular tie, do you like just a normal tie, or do you like doing some of those crazy knots?
I stick with the regular Windsor. I think it's not Windsor. What's it called?
Yeah, it's a Windsor.
Is it Windsor? Yeah, Windsor. Just the regular single Windsor knot.
I like the double.
I've tried other ways. I've tried the double. I'm so used to tying the single. Like we used to suit up for the Moonlight Bowling stuff, and I used to suit up for the casino. I worked there for almost 2 years, and I had to wear a tie every single day I worked. And so like I got so used to tying one way that I'd like to go and learn other ways. It would just take me a lot longer. And
I always went with a double as a normal. I would love to do some crazy ties, but I always went with a double because I like the thicker knot.
Yeah, well, that it looks really nice when it's thicker. But now that my beard is so long, nice. But now that my beard is so long, it doesn't matter what knot I do because my beard is going to cover it.
Cover it, yeah.
So I can stick with a single one as long as I have my beard.
There you go. I guess I never gave that a thought.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite tie?
Probably the ducky tie.
I was going to say, if you did not say the ducky tie.
I know. I like the ducky tie. But I got a Rams tie. I got a Twins tie.
I have a baseball tie that's one of my favorites. I think you've seen it with the glove and the American flag in the background.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I like that tie.
It's a very pretty tie.
Yep. Yeah, I have otherwise the rest of my ties are just kind of generic.
I used to have a huge collection of ties because I loved ties.
Yeah, I used to have a decent collection, but not like a huge.
I got rid of a lot of them.
I feel like actually now I used to have a lot of just like really cheap ones, but now I have a bigger selection, and I feel like it's bigger, I should say, but it's definitely a higher quality selection than I did as a kid.
Yeah.
But
that's all I had for that one. I just thought it'd be cool to figure.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go, again, I'm kind of jumping all over the board today. I'm going to go with one that is going to require a little bit of thought.
Okay.
And it's a very strange question. So be prepared. So your girlfriend and your mom switch bodies, okay? They switch bodies, and you have to have sex with one of them to change them back, who are you going to have sex with?
I, for one, choose death.
I mean, I could add that as a third option if you really want to.
Have you ever seen Without a Paddle?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Where they got to cuddle?
Yep. Yeah.
It's freezing. You're going to die. We need to cuddle to stay alive.
Yep.
I, for one, choose death.
Was that Seth Green that said that line?
No, it was the other guy. What's his name?
The Scooby-Doo guy?
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo guy.
The
Scooby-Doo guy.
Yeah.
He's cuddling by the... I, for one, choose death.
Yeah, because I didn't think it was Dax. Because Dax is he's the other guy in that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah. Dude, I want to see that again now.
Right? The fish, they're used to the figure eight. I got to do something else now.
Yeah.
Dude, we talked about this before the podcast, and I said I'd probably go with the girlfriend because I still have to freaking picture the body, but then the minds are there, and I don't want that.
Yeah, it's tough. That's why I saw this one online, and I had to ask you, because
dude,
I don't know what I would do. I'm still thinking what I would do for this one.
I'm gonna let them flip a coin, but I'm gonna freaking throw on freaking blacked out goggles, earplugs, nose plug, and saying just get
nose
it
plug. I wasn't even thinking nose plug, but that might help in
I'm knocking off all the senses, man. I'm knocking off all the senses. And I'm gonna be like, all right, whatever. Either one of you, just get it done.
Yeah.
What about you?
God, I don't know. I want to do the same thing. I want to knock out all the senses. I'm gonna wear goggles. I'm gonna wear earplugs. I'll wear the nose plug. Definitely wearing protection. Well, that's one of the senses.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'd have to do with my girlfriend, like her mind, but I'm again blocking out all of the senses. I don't care if I don't know. She can think what she wants of the situation. Like she's probably not going to see any part of me either, but I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to see any part of me, you know? Just kidding. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the girlfriend because psychologically, I don't think I could survive the other way.
So you taking the girlfriend's mind or the girlfriend body?
Girlfriend mind.
Okay. So you're going to bang
because I mean, yeah, I don't want, because then two of us have to live with that, like for the rest of our lives. Like my girlfriend, yeah, sure, like she was in that body, but I mean, it was still her, you know.
So the orange hat guy, the TikToker he'll be on before this gets aired, but he has a TikTok out where one of the guys, it's funny as hell, but this girl interviews this guy and goes, if you could be a girl for 24 hours, what would you do? And he goes, I'd give every one of my buddies a piece. So then it cuts.
Oh man!
So then it cuts to the orange hat guy, and he goes, okay, a few questions. What are you gonna do when you change back? Because that's only for 24 hours. I mean, how are you gonna talk to your buddies? Are you gonna be like, hey Dan, you really beat the shit out of that. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, you did good. I liked it.
And that being said, it's 24 hours. You're just gonna go all day. I mean, how many friends do you have?
Oh man, yeah. You're not gonna experience anything else. Like that's all you're gonna do for 24 hours,
right? And then he goes, and what holes are you gonna use? I mean, not all holes are gonna stay the same eventually. I mean, some holes are gonna stay the same there, buddy.
Yeah, that's another good point.
It's a great TikTok though, man. I'll have to send it over to you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to look them up for sure, like before we do or I guess before, but
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Isn't it great when we do these and we know that they're coming up after, I guess?
Yeah, when we don't do them in chronological order.
Yeah. But it's what we got to do to stay ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, I'm rushing.
I I feel like it's entertaining for everybody. I hope you guys are really entertained by this because, I mean,
we're loving this. I love every minute of this.
me too. And plus, it works great because it's the stupidest podcast, so it doesn't
Right.
have to be perfect. We just go about it, and it'll work how it works.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to definitely post a lot of his, like, pretty much going to post all of his TikToks onto our page.
Sweet, do it.
When I mean, do his episode.
Yeah.
I think
Well, for sure.
Dude, some of
That'll...
his are just hilarious.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I don't even have a TikTok, so I'm gonna have to like create an account to watch everything.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Sweet. That's all I got for that question. I don't want to talk much more about that.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's why I was trying to get off that subject. Dude, he just posted. I got another one for you though. He comes on his TikTok or whatever, and he comes into the kitchen, and he never shows his wife, but he does like conversations with her.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hey, honey, what made you fall in love with me? Was it my eyes? My luscious lips? My manly body? This luscious beard?" And she goes, "You were an easy transition for me to come back from girls." So then he pauses and like blinks and goes, "So was my tits."
Nice. That's awesome.
Dude, he's great. I've been talking to him for a while now. He's hilarious.
Yeah, that's cool. I think he's gonna be a good guest.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you'll like him. I think we'll get along great.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all three of us are going to click really good, and it's going to be a very funny episode. Or it was a very funny episode, people.
Yeah, it will have, has, would be,
Should be,
is
could be,
currently,
have been.
Yep, all of the tenses.
So, all right, my last
is
question.
Currently, if you're listening to that episode
Yeah,
and this episode at the same time.
Right. All right, my last question. Do you believe in participation trophies?
Well, I believe that they exist because they do, but I don't know. I've always thought about that too, because it's an interesting thing, because it is good to boost the spirits of everybody playing, but at the same time, if everybody gets one, you're not really boosting their self-esteem, because you want to be able to reward the ones that did well. And you want that worked hard to get it, but you also want to encourage those that didn't do well to keep trying, or to maybe they can try something else if that's not the thing. But there's got to be a different way of doing that.
I think there should
instead of a participation trophy.
I think there should be an age cutoff, like first grade or second grade.
Yeah, for sure. I would say that. Yeah, because kindergarten, first grade, you don't really know what you're good at, what you're not good at, and all that.
They don't even really
I mean,
understand what first place or second place is,
Yeah, they don't. I don't feel like they need trophies at all at that age. Like, you don't even need to say like you won or you didn't win.
Right.
But maybe instead of doing trophies at that age, maybe you just give them treats. Like, here's your Gatorade and here's your cupcake.
I feel like they get that after every game as it is.
That's true.
So, all right. Yeah, I just wanted to see what your opinions are, because I'm definitely not for it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not against it, because like I said, I do believe that we should encourage the kids that didn't do as well to either keep trying that sport, or to show them the value of trying and to keep going even if you're not great at it, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm not great at that I still like to do and I still want to get better at. But there's also stuff that I know that I'm not good at, so I'm never going to try it again. So
But that's
I
the
don't
whole
know.
point why I don't believe in them. I think it pushes you to be better. If you want that trophy, if you really want that trophy, then work harder. Work at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get there, then you know that that's not for you.
Yep.
Find out what you're good at. Go get that trophy.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I like that.
I think it creates the urge to want something or be better at
Mm-hmm.
something, you know?
Also kind of gets that urgency because you're like, okay, well, I mean, I got to get the trophy is coming up like in 2 weeks. Like that's when I need to be good.
Yeah.
This is my sense of urgency. I need to start training now. I need to get better now. And I'm going to practice the next 2 weeks and do the best that I can.
Yep.
Yeah.
People might hate my answer, but that's me. It's my thought.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a participation trophy just for
Trying.
asking the question. Yeah, just for trying and asking.
I'm going to break that trophy in your face. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
I know you're kidding.
So, that it?
Yeah, that's it for questions.
All
I think
right.
we should get into our topics. And yeah, what's our first topic?
First segment is food segments.
Segment. Sorry, not topic.
Yeah, we're all right. We'll get
Food
there.
segment. What do we talk about in the food segment?
Talk about interesting things that we've had since the last time we've talked or since the last episode.
Well, can I share with you what I have in front of me now?
What do you got in front of you right now?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take one of each. So I got right now. This is a gummy worm that I'm eating
Yeah, you
because
and
it's
your gummy
not
worms.
it's not sober October, so I can eat this stuff now.
I bet you've been
I
scarfing
got
down the candies, huh?
Oh yeah, I've been eating lots of candy.
You and
So I
yours.
got this Skittle. I'm eating a worm and a Skittle at the same time, and now I'm reaching into my cinnamon toast crunch popcorn bag.
Jesus. How are
I
you
know I got
not?
that going.
How are you not 300 pounds, man?
I don't know. And then I got my Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I'm gonna take a sip of that. Mm.
Like I said, dude, I think you might have been a stoner in your previous life.
That's what I got going on right now. I just got them in front of me, just for the podcast, you know. Actually, just for this segment, but I got that. Otherwise, what I have been eating, I've been eating like pretty good actually recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've had. There was one night I had a burger and a brat.
Nice.
I got some fried chicken from Super One recently. That was amazing. This weekend when I went and hung out with my family, my grandma and I went and got that. We were gonna go get the lobster mac and cheese, but we ended up getting the chicken mac and cheese. And we had a giant piece of chocolate cake, and like it came with extra melted chocolate that you can pour on the cake. It was so good.
Nice.
Then I went to the poker, and we had like some of the best wings I've ever had without sauce, because I'm a huge sauce guy, so I like to put sauce on everything. I didn't want to eat these wings with sauce. They were that good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was from a local pizza place in River Falls, Wisconsin. I can't remember the name of the place. I think it was Luigi's. I can't remember that.
To me, Luigi.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's something like that. But it was really, really good. And then Cheryl, my dad's girlfriend, made amazing chili. And so I had probably 2 or 3 bowls of chili.
Nice.
And yeah, that's basically the good food that I've been eating. And it was all in one day.
Sweet, dude. Sounds like you've been
How about
eating
you?
great.
Yeah.
I haven't really eaten anything too crazy. I did have spaghetti the other night.
Oh, that's good. I haven't had spaghetti for a while.
But the cool thing, like everybody's like, yeah, it's spaghetti. But Mom made homemade from scratch spaghetti sauce.
Ooh.
And it was really good.
I
Really good
bet.
sauce. So that was really good. I did have one of Dad's venison cheddar brats.
That sounds good.
I think you've had a couple of those.
Oh yeah. I can't. What? Oh, yeah.
Dad,
I was thinking at your house, but no, you guys gave me some and I made them.
yeah. Dad gave you a
Yeah,
couple
you
packages.
guys, dude, he gave me like 3 packages, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, they were really good. And then you showed me how to
Cook 'em?
boil them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave them in the
Yeah,
package.
if you guys get more this year, let me know. I'll help you out.
Hunting's coming up this weekend.
I know. You got isn't it the next 2?
Yeah, next 2 weekends.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, dude, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna take Gracie out to the stand.
Ooh, there you go.
See if she's 100% or whatever, but we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes. 6-year-old in the deer stand. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I remember when I was young, I didn't last very long. I think I've said that story on this podcast. I lasted maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so it should be fun. Dad makes all kinds of stuff with his, with the venison. You've seen it all: happy sticks, jerky,
Oh, yeah.
lunch meat, breakfast sausage, cheddar.
Yeah, when you guys are done, let me know. I might have to make a trip down and just hang out with you guys when you're bowling, and I'll eat.
Yeah, you remember when he brings all that meat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, let me know. I'll come down that week.
Right? It's always freaking phenomenal. He's getting into it.
Maybe we could do a podcast after that night.
Ooh, have him on talking about it?
Yeah, that'd be sweet. He'll be our first duplicate guest.
That'd be cool.
We got to get
Ricky on again too. Ricky wants.
Oh, and I want to get Josh on again.
Yep.
We got a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that I want to get on for the first time too.
Yeah, I'm talking to a few people that I'm trying to get on too.
Dude,
Now that we can do phone calls.
Yeah.
I talked to Krista and Amy from that other podcast that we pushed.
Oh, yep.
Told
Yeah,
them
we talked about that.
Yep, we got to get them on. They want to do a trade. They want to be on ours.
We go on theirs?
And then we go on theirs.
I'm down for that.
I was like, yeah, you. So I go to him. I go, yeah, you guys can teach us about the witches and the spiritual world and all that, and you can come over here and we'll teach you how to guys measure their dicks and why we have nipples.
There we go.
They go, yeah, we can workshop that.
Well, at least they're willing to work with us.
Right? They go. So, it was funny. But yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Other than that, I haven't really tried any crazy food, man. To be honest, I'm still, my appetite has just not been around really lately. I'm eating maybe 1 meal a day still.
Oh, wow.
And you'd think I'd be losing weight, but I'm definitely not losing weight. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's the worst of both worlds.
Like today, I came home and we started this podcast right away. As soon as I got home, I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I'm not hungry at all. All I've had is a burger for lunch.
Yeah, I definitely ate before the podcast. I had, what I have? Oh, I had SpaghettiOs with meatballs, and I had.
You and Gracie would get along so well.
Dude, I love them. And then I also had ramen noodles in a cup.
Like I said, you and Gracie.
The spicy ones.
If Gracie would have had dinner with you, you'd be her favorite uncle.
For sure.
So. All right. What's next?
We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about our fantasy sports and what we've been up to in that kind of a world.
Want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first. I don't have a whole lot for this one.
Like I said, finally got back out on the disc golf course, played a little bit. I didn't do too bad, better than I thought. My driving was iffy in the beginning, but I definitely got better, and I would say it's gotten better since the last time I played for some reason. I simplified my drive because I was thinking about when me and you went on the vacation. Mm-hmm. And you were always like, just do what you do on your setup. So then I got rid of the X step and I just went simple and just started ripping, you know?
Mm-hmm.
and it had helped a lot. My forehand
Well, that's
was
good.
my forehand's definitely still there. As long as I get good snap, you know.
Yeah, with forehand, you need the snap.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
key. You need to have that wrist flick.
Yep.
That wrist flick is everything.
Yep. As long as I get good wrist flick, I'm good, which has always been there.
Yeah, because you don't need a lot of power if you have your wrist in the forehand.
Yep.
That's your power.
Yep. And I have such good at that because of baseball. You know, I'd sit there and just flick a baseball all day for like curveball. You know, so that flick comes real good.
So that's you're naturally gonna probably lean towards the forehand.
Yep. It's better some days than others, but and it's also depends on my shoulder. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a huge part since your shoulder was
messed up.
Tore. Yeah.
Bowling's getting a little better.
Well, that's good.
Average is slowly climbing.
What's your average at?
I'm at 202 to 2.
Okay, that's
202
that's still
to 206.
Yeah, that's higher than my average. I think at my peak, I think was 201.
But I'm a 220 bowler, you know, all day.
I know. Yep.
So it's just, I don't know. But I finally, you know, I was at like 194. Like I haven't been down there in years.
Wow, that's rough.
So I was like, what is going on? So I actually practiced. I can't remember the last time I practiced. So I went and practiced spares.
There you go.
That helped. I'm
yeah, that's going to help your...
If I'm not striking, I need to start focusing on my spare game, and because it's been pretty weak the last 2 years. So
yeah.
Focused on my spares, and scores are getting a little better. So
there you go. I mean, the spares, that's what's going to keep you in or out of the game.
Spares win games.
Yep. Or lose games if you don't get them.
Right. But I always used to say, I'm like, spares are overrated. I'll just strike more.
Yep. I mean, if you can do it,
right? And
more power to you.
Usually can, but not this year for some reason.
Yeah. Well, dang, it's too bad.
Fantasy.
Yeah, how are you doing in fantasy?
Dude, I am falling off the wagon.
Ooh, that's not good.
Dude, I don't think I'm making the playoffs in our league unless I start making some moves.
I guess I haven't looked at your team for a little bit on
I did beat Bo Bandy this week.
Nice. Oh, barely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sneaked it out. We were, big monster scores between the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys 94 and 92. I'm at 173 over here.
I'm what week are we on? What's the record?
This is week 8.
Yeah, week 8. So one of my leagues I am 6-2.
Okay.
Another
league, you already know you're going to win or lose in that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then one of my leagues I started out 4-0.
Oh.
I'm going to be 4.
What are you at now?
I'm going to be 4-4.
Oh no, that sucks. That really sucks.
Injuries have been killing me. Running backs going down.
Bye weeks.
It's just I got to get through these bye weeks.
Rough.
These bye weeks are killing me too.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough.
But and what sucks is like when I always go heavy on a bye week the same week. So when my team has been on bye weeks, I've always played a team that has nobody on bye. So they still have. So I have like a weaker team set up, and they have their A team.
Yeah, they have a monster. Yeah.
They have all their first round draft picks in, and all my first round draft picks are sitting on my bench.
Yep.
So
I mean, that's a good thing, though. I mean, I would rather have that, so that way the next week, like just call that week a loss, move on to the next week, and you're good to go.
It's such a depressing week, though, when that week comes.
Well, that happens. I've had some bad weeks, but yeah, for my fantasy, I'm going to be 5-3 in our league. I'm taking on the number 1 seeded team in our whole league, which is your dad, Fred, who we've had on the podcast.
Dude, you went from last to first.
Dang. And now he's going to go back a little bit. I don't know where he's
I don't know if he's first, but he's definitely up in the top.
No, he is first. He's ranked number 1 right now.
Is he?
Yep, he's ranked number 1. I'm ranked number 4 at 4-3. And so I'm going to beat him. You said are you beating Leahy, you said?
Oh, Bo Bandy.
Oh, Bo Bandy. Okay, dang. And you need to beat the other one. Leahy is going to lose. Okay, so that means he's going to go down. Where's number 2? Miracles. Oh, he's going to lose too. So that means everybody ahead of me is going to lose, and I'm going to win.
Hopefully I move up a little bit. I need to move up in that league so I can make some playoff runs.
Yeah, because right now, where are you? You are sitting...
Dead last.
Nope, you're not dead last.
Second to last.
The Pookie Bears are dead last. You are second to last. But yeah, and then in my other league, I'm the same way. I'm 5-3. I was 5-2, so I'm losing this week. But
dude, James has got to be happy with us.
Oh, with his team that we drafted?
Yeah. Doesn't show up to the draft, and he has one of the best teams.
Yep. Yeah, he's sitting number 5 right now. But
I told Dad the other day, I go, I don't think I'm going to the draft next year. You guys can draft my team because that team is amazing.
Yeah, might as well. And I think it's because, like, a lot of people, like, when they're in their doing their fantasy stuff, they're playing with their hearts and not their mind.
Right.
Because every year I've drafted for somebody, I've always drafted them the better team.
Yeah.
Or at least on paper. Like,
right.
I look at the team, I'm like, what happened here? Like, why is my team so much worse? But then, like, it comes down to how you manage the team and all that stuff throughout the year. But still, I'd rather have a good team on paper right away because then it's easier to work with.
Yeah, I hear you.
You don't have to worry about trying to make something happen. But yeah, that's with my fantasy. Otherwise, like for my sports, I've been playing disc golf, obviously. Some news I briefly mentioned before, but Josh just played a really big tournament down in Texas.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was down in Texas playing a tournament. So it was a 3-day tournament, 4-day tournament, but you had to qualify for Sunday. He didn't quite make that, but it's because there was like 1,300 people in that tournament. And there's 300 and some in his division, but he was in the top 50%. So I feel like that's really good. And as he was there,
it's not bad for a guy that's only been playing 1 year.
Yeah, exactly. And like some of the stuff that he was telling me, like that's one reason I really want to get him on the podcast again, is just to talk about disc golf again, because it's just so fun to talk about. And just the stories that he had just from that trip alone. Like I don't want to even like go into the details because I want him to say it. But yeah, he met some really cool people down there. He got some autographs. He got the chance to play with people all throughout the country.
He meet any pros?
He met some pros. They had like a huge party one night, and he got to meet people there, and
that's sweet.
It was just really, it just seemed like a really, really cool event. And he got a huge prize pack just for participating. Like he got this really cool bag that just came out this year, and so I think he's gonna be giving that to Chantel, and she's gonna get that. And but yeah, it's just a really cool thing. And then so while he was doing that, Shan and I were playing here at the house, and like I said, I haven't played 100% yet. I feel like I've been getting there, and I'm getting better. But I was playing against Shan, and she's getting really good, and she killed me one day. Like she just dominated me.
Dang.
Oh yeah, she did really good.
Dude, it's gonna be so bad when we go up there, and me and you are gonna be the two worst.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, we're trying to get Shan to do some tournaments too, because
she needs to, because I think she'd dominate the women's division.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do real well, like in that division. So like in the it'd be FA3. So I feel like she'd do really, really good there, and she'd get into the FA2, FA1, and eventually Open. And Yeah, I think it'd go really well.
That's sweet, man.
But yeah, for sports, that's basically, I guess if you want to count poker as a sport, I played poker.
Nice.
So
All right, well,
yeah, that's basically all for my sports.
all right. So I think we should go to reviews segment.
Sweet, we can do that.
What
What
do
do
we
we
do?
do in the review section?
It's where we come up with a topic, a person, place, thing, object, game, whatever, and we something that we both have done, and we discuss it, what we like, what we don't like, and then we do a review, rate it, and go on from there.
Sweet.
So,
I think we can do that.
what do you think we should review today?
Oh, I think we should do holiday food because by the time this gets aired, it's probably going to be past Thanksgiving, probably around Christmas time, somewhere in there. And there's a lot of food that gets eaten around this time of year, and it's usually like the holiday style food. So we're going to review that kind of food.
Sounds good, man. All right, well then I got a couple of questions for you.
What are your questions?
All right, I want to know what your favorite main dish is, and what your favorite side dishes are, and what's your favorite dessert.
Ooh, those are all good questions. So my favorite main dish for like holiday, I want to say is probably ham.
Okay.
Because I mean, I like turkey, but I'm going ham over turkey. As for side dishes, I got to go stuffing all the way is my favorite. Closely followed by mashed potatoes. But I also like the green bean casserole.
Yuck.
Dude, that's so good. With like the onion things on top or whatever they are.
No, thank you.
Dude, so good.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of other stuff that I like. I think for my dessert, I got to go with pie. For the holiday season, it's not my favorite dessert, but it's my favorite holiday dessert.
What's your favorite pie?
I'm probably gonna go with cherry pie because it's on my body, and I just love eating it. Like I would eat it right out of the can, like Donovan and I used to do all the time. Just eat it right out of the can. I'll eat it on the pie. I'll eat it wherever, however. So.
Nice.
How about you? What's your favorite main dish, side dish, and dessert?
Main dish, I gotta
for
go
the holidays.
I'm a turkey guy. I love turkey.
Okay.
It's got to be cooked right. I like it deep fried in the deep fryer.
Are you
It's a little more juicy.
Are you dark meat or white meat?
I'm more white.
Okay, I'm more dark.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they're both the same. I mean, they're not the same, but
yeah,
I like them both. Yeah, I like them about the same. But if I got to pick, I'm taking a big chunk of white. Side dish, mashed potatoes, but they got to be creamy. I don't like the lumps.
Yeah, I like the creamy.
I don't need
where
chunky.
It's like butter.
Yeah, I don't need chunky, but don't go too creamy. I don't want it like water, you know?
No, I want it to have some like I want it to be like the consistency of like the butter that you get in the tubs, like that you scrape with the knife.
Yeah.
That kind of consistency.
And then cuz that's the main reason why I like turkey too, cuz then you get the turkey gravy.
Oh, yep. I like the turkey gravy.
So that
I'll give you that. I like the turkey gravy. I don't even know. Is there a ham gravy?
Maybe. I don't know. But then dessert, pie is phenomenal. I love pies. I like pies.
What's your favorite pie?
French silk.
Ooh, good call on that.
Yeah, I love French silk. But I also at Christmas time, Mom makes these Oreo truffles.
Ooh, I think I've had those truffles.
Yeah, the white balls, the
white
truffles.
Those are good.
Oh, dude, I become a fat ass off of those. So yeah, that would be my fave.
Nice.
All right, my next question is: what is your least favorite thing out of all of them? Out of all holiday foods?
100% squash. Yeah. I hate squash. That's the least favorite. I will never like it, and I don't know why people like it ever.
Squash is definitely up there for me as well. Some people are gonna hate me for this. Cranberries.
Okay, I used to not I never hated them. I just didn't enjoy them, but now I enjoy them. I'll definitely eat some cranberries.
Okay.
I like the ones from the can though, where it's got like the can ring marks on it.
Nice.
That's the good stuff right there. That's when you know it's authentic.
Yeah, right? That's when you know the cook was good. All right. So, all right, let's get to ranking. Well, first off, yay or nay? We're all for this, right? We like it?
Yep, I'm gonna go with I enjoy the holiday food. I enjoy most of the holiday food, I should say.
I'm gonna say a lot of it. I love eating, so I'm in. Let's do this.
Yep.
It's my time of the year. This is where I shine, baby. Put that plate in front of me. Let's go. Put some side rails on that plate. Let's go.
That's awesome. Okay, so what are you gonna give it as a rating?
There's so many downfalls, but there's so many ups. So this makes it very tough because it's a wide range review here.
Yeah. What are the other downfalls?
Well, I mean, you got the cranberries, you got the squash. I mean, there's some pies that I don't like.
Yeah, you're not a huge that green bean casserole.
Not a big, huge green bean casserole guy. You can fuck up the meat real good. I mean, if a turkey goes dry, then you kind of ruin the turkey.
Yep.
Same with a ham. If you have a dry ham or a too salty ham.
Oh, I've had too salty ham. Even though I love salt, I've definitely had it be too salty before.
Yeah. So if everything goes good, I'm gonna give it an 8.2.
Okay, that's right around where I was going, because I love even just going to Perkins and getting the Thanksgiving meal that they have there, the turkey and butterball or whatever it's called.
Yep.
I love getting that. I love that kind of food. But again, if you add the squash, and the squash in itself is terrible. And every time I have Thanksgiving, no matter where I go, they always include squash. And I don't know why. It's got to be on the table. But if that's on the table, I'm bringing it down to probably, I'm going to go 7. I'm just going to give it a C. I'm going to give it a 7-8, a high C.
Nice. It's a good ranking.
Not the high C drink, but the high C grade. And then if the squash isn't there, I'll bring it up to a B plus.
Nice.
So I'll give it I'll say 8. I'll go 7.8 to 8.8, depending on if squash is involved.
Nice. I like it. All right.
So sweet. You want to get into the next area?
Roddy or Vandy?
Roddy or Vandy. Okay. So in this one, we talk about, we basically just say what's going on, who's most likely to do this, who's most likely to have done this, who would most likely to own this, or whatever it is, and we got to determine if it's either Roddy or Vandy based on the question. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
You go first. Mine are a little naughty in this one.
Ooh, you went naughty this time. Okay, so mine, I just started, who is most likely to forget people's names?
I went with Vandy.
Oh, I went with Roddy.
Really? I'm bad with names. I'm good with faces, horrible with names.
Same. Dude, I am the exact same. I used to, obviously I worked at Target Field, and there was 400 ushers in our family that we had there. And only 125 or so would work in a game. And I knew the names of maybe 10 people. I could walk around the stadium and I'll point to 10 of them that I know their names. The rest of them, I know them, but I'm and I look down at their names and oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
Dude,
just
at my work, there was only like 12 guys working at the time when I first started at this company. And it took me 3 months to learn everybody's names. I am
okay.
horrible with names.
I was gonna say that if that's the case, then maybe you win that one.
So, all right, my first one is you're gonna like this one. It's pretty dirty.
Okay.
Who is more likely to participate in a glory hole? So, who is more likely to stick their dick in a glory hole, and who is more likely to play with a dick in the glory hole?
A two-parter, huh?
Yep.
Well, hopefully there's only one part coming through that hole, because if that's the case, I'm not doing anything. Man, I'm gonna say Vandy on both cases.
Okay.
Because I'm not into that stuff. Like I'm
Not
even
not even in the girls' room, huh?
I don't care if it's my girlfriend, you know? Like
Yeah?
if it's my girlfriend, I mean, I'll do it like if we create our own and it's in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, get a little
But
kinky.
if
freaky. Little freaky
if
deaky.
it's like the traditional glory hole in a public bathroom, I'm not participating.
Okay.
I feel like you'd participate more.
Yeah, I'm a
and
little
so
more open.
Yeah, you're a little more open. So I'm gonna allow you to take that one.
So I went Vandy for going into the glory hole. And
Okay.
I said Roddy for participating outside the glory hole.
Why is that?
Because I don't think you'd play with it. I think you'd be like, I'm going to fuck this guy's day up.
So I just mess with him?
Yeah. I think you'd put a rat trap down or something like that.
I could see myself doing something like that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Sweet. All right, my next one. Oh, you had more?
There's no way I'm participating outside of the glory hole.
No, I don't think either of us are participating outside of it.
I think I think you'd be the one to fuck with them though, more than me.
I would definitely. I would just definitely do some sort of prank.
Yeah. Spray paint him.
Put some Jello,
So, all right. What's your next one?
So, who is most likely to get struck by lightning?
I said me.
I said me.
I said me because, and the only reason I said me is because I golf more than you do.
Okay, I said it because of disc golf.
Yeah.
But you are, and plus you're outside at work too.
Yep, I'm outside at work. I'm always outside, and I will work in the rain, and I will golf in the rain. And if I'm golfing in the rain, I'm holding a lightning rod.
Yeah, I'm not doing that with disc golf.
Yeah, so that's why I said me.
Okay, no, I'm switching my answer. I'll say Vandy too. You got me.
I'm getting you to switch your answers all the time tonight.
I am, yeah. you got good points.
Right?
You're a good debater. You're the master debater. I had to say it. Sorry.
I know you did. I was waiting for it. That's why I quieted down. Was letting you throw that joke in there. All right. Who is more likely to pass out drunk in the front yard?
Well, I'm gonna say Vandy because I feel like you have partied more than me, and maybe then it would be me because then since I don't party as often, I'd be more likely to not make it inside and pass out.
I went with me.
I just said you did go with you?
Yeah. But your point definitely comes across better because you were probably more easily to pass out than I am. But
yeah, well, especially if I've never passed out. I'm a puker.
I beg to differ. Anything. I beg to differ that you've never passed out.
When did I pass out?
On the beach.
I didn't pass out. I almost passed out.
You were out like a light.
I don't think I was.
You didn't move for like 45 minutes, man.
I was resting.
Jared's like, he gone. He gone.
Yeah. I was enjoying it. That sand felt nice.
That was a fun day.
That was a really fun day. That was down in Indiana.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
But I definitely said me because this definitely has happened.
Oh, I've never done that actually.
College, passed out drunk, naked as a jaybird, front yard of the apartments.
Dang. So it wasn't just a house, it was apartments. So there was multiple people walking by you.
Yep, people were laughing. Looks like you had a good night. Thank God.
Yep.
And thank God I like passed out like belly down, pecker into the dirt.
I was actually just about to ask if you were down or up.
Ass cheeks up in the air.
Yeah, well, that's good, at least.
Maybe.
If you're in that situation, that's a good thing.
So, yeah.
How about the backyard?
I've never
Who's
done
most
that.
likely to... Me either. All right. Who is most likely to go a week without a shower?
You
want me to answer?
Yeah. What's your answer?
So I have two different answers for this one.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna break it up into two different timelines, if it's now, like with my current job, I'm gonna say me, because there are days that I decide not to shower because I'm just working on the computer. I don't need to impress anybody. If I need to have a meeting that day, I'll throw a hat on and I'm good to go. And but before that, I said Vandy. So if I was working at the casino or I was working in office, then I would shower probably once, maybe even twice a day some days.
I'm gonna go with you.
Just in general?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with not showering like one day, maybe two.
Yeah.
But when we
that's usually how I am.
Yeah. When we were on our trip though, you were a little okay with not shower. I mean, you missed it, but you didn't miss it like I did.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I cannot wait to shower. And you're like, if we get one, we get one. But then when you got in the shower, you're like, I need 6 more of these.
Oh, I know. Once I like realized like that I miss it so much, I need it.
But in the beginning, you were like, I'm okay. I mean, I'm not bad. I'm like, I need it. I feel freaking nasty right now. So bad.
Yeah.
And that was like after day 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting trip. I think if we ever do that again, I think we definitely get more hotel rooms.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we would definitely need to save up a little more before going and make it a thing to...
I think that's why we got in each other's nerves too.
Because of the showers?
No, not because of the showers. Because we were so tired.
Oh, because
we were
so tired.
Yeah, we were tired.
Sleeping in
a car. We were
right
next to each other 24/7 for 4 days.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
we didn't have any like
personal time.
Personal time. And I'm used to a lot of personal time.
Right.
So.
And I think that's why we didn't really fight, but we definitely, you could tell there was tension.
Yeah, there was some tension here and there. And it wasn't like an all the time thing. It was just every now and then.
You could tell we were tired because we were always short with each other. We're like,
yeah.
And I was like, this isn't us. This isn't us at all. It was so weird, I mean, for us.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah. Glad we're back to where we were.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew it was going to go back to the way it was. It's just that week.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, next time, save up hotel rooms.
Yep. Yeah.
So, all right. Who do you think is the better cook out of the two?
Man, I don't do a whole lot anymore. But I feel like you are the better cook, and I think you always have been the better cook.
Yeah, I went with me.
Between us. Yeah, I think you always have been the better cook. I don't think I'm bad.
No, I don't. And that's that was going to be my answer. I'm like, I don't think you're a bad cook. I just think I'm a better cook. Like mine.
Yeah.
I can get more done.
Yeah. Yep. No, I'd say that's a pretty accurate answer.
So, all right.
I have been a professional cook at one point in my life.
Yes, you were. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But sweet. You want to get into the next section?
Yeah. Would you rather?
Would I rather what?
Would you
Would I rather? That's the segment. Okay.
That is the segment.
I was so confused.
How do we do? Would you rather? Since you're so confused, you explain.
So one thing that we do is we ask if you would want to do this thing, or if you want to do that thing, and the question is to answer which one you think is the better option between the two that we decide. So is it, would you rather do this? Would you rather do that? Would you rather hang out with this person, hang out with that person? Would you rather go here? Would you rather go there? Whatever the question is, we got to answer it.
Perfect.
So do you want to start or do you want me to?
I'll start.
Okay.
So for breakfast, would you rather have bacon or would you rather have sausage links or patties?
I'm going bacon because I just love bacon. I like sausage and I'll eat it if it's there. Unless like at McDonald's, I feel like I always get the sausage McMuffin because it's cheap and bacon's not cheap there. So I'll go sausage at McDonald's, but otherwise I'm going bacon. I like bacon. How about you?
If it's at home and I'm cooking, I'm going bacon. If we're out to eat and at a restaurant or something like that or whatever, hotel, I'm going sausage links or patties. Because
interesting. Yeah.
every place I go to, like outside of what I'm cooking, they make their bacon crispy, crunchy.
Oh.
And you know I like my bacon chewy and a little meaty. I don't like
opposite.
I don't like to feel the snap, crack, crunch.
I like both kinds of bacon. Like I just like bacon in general. Where sausage, there's some sausages that are I don't know. There's a difference because like McDonald's sausage, they're kind of greasy, but it's a good greasy. Where there's other sausages where I have and it's greasy, but it's a bad greasy. You know, I don't know. So I feel like I'm more picky with sausage than I am with bacon. And so I feel why I'm going with bacon in general.
I'll take all your bacon. I think what you're hearing is I want a lot of bacon.
Yeah. I want all your bacon.
Still one of the best sayings by Ron Swanson.
Oh yeah, I love him. I just bought the whole Parks and Rec DVD collection.
I've been watching the bloopers and Lulu, you know. It's so good.
He's the best. I love his little like giggle too.
Yeah. He's got a great mustache.
Oh, the best.
So, all right.
I love when he doesn't have his mustache too. He just looks so funny.
Oh, dude, he looks weird.
But okay, would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse merman? So a reverse centaur that means you have the horse head and a human lower torso. Or would you be a reverse merman where you have the fish head and the human lower torso?
I went with the fish head, reverse merman.
Okay.
So then I could breathe underwater. I mean, I take it I can still talk like a human. So.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
It seems like that's the better of the two. I can swim underwater and breathe because I have gills now.
Yep. But what if you could only breathe underwater and you can't breathe air?
So I'd have to live in the water. I can still poke my head out and talk.
Yeah, you could do like the reverse, like Sandy Cheeks in SpongeBob.
Yeah. I'm rocking that.
You could just have a fish bowl over your head.
Yeah. Still have a relationship. She can come in the water occasionally.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm in.
Sweet.
I mean, there's no advantage of being a horse head.
Dude, I don't know.
All right, let's see.
I did the opposite. Yeah, I did the opposite because.
What do you got?
I mean, girls love horses. right?
Well, okay.
So they're gonna they're gonna come up to me. They're gonna flock over to me, and I still have the lower torso of a human, and so it's still the right size. It's the right proportions and everything. And I mean,
You wouldn't want those few
maybe
extra inches, huh?
you don't. I don't think the girls would want it.
Yeah, probably not the right
So
girls.
so I'm just saying, like, that might be the key, and yeah, that's all I'd need.
I'm just picturing you in bed right now. Just
Don't stand behind me. That's funny.
So
But yeah, that's why I went the opposite. I went reverse Centaur.
nice. I like it. All right. Would you rather have your girl wear thongs or booty shorts? What's your flavor?
I'm gonna go thong.
Really?
Yep, because that way it can be hidden, but I still know. Where booty shorts, it's there. Everybody gets the show, And I feel like
What?
me knowing what
What's just there?
the booty shorts, you get to see the whole kit and caboodle, like out in public. Where thong, that can be hidden with pants or jeans or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you can see it through the pant line. Is that what you mean?
I guess I'm misunderstanding the question.
You're in the bedroom. What do you like her to see? What do you like to see?
Oh, okay. That's where I was I was just thinking out in public. Like, would you rather her wear that out in public?
No. You had a good
Okay.
night. All right. You had a great date. You're going back to the house. You're about ready to go a little, and then all of a sudden she pulls down the pants. What do you like to see?
No, I don't want anything on.
A little all natural. Want
No, I'm
to
not.
see her in the army, be a little commando, huh?
Yeah, I'm not picky when it comes to that stuff. I mean,
So yeah, but
whatever
what are you
makes.
picking?
I'll stick with the thong.
Really? Okay.
But I mean, I do like a good pair of booty shorts. But
I went booty shorts. I like the booty shorts because it accentuates the ass, and I'm an ass guy. I like a nice booty.
yep.
And the booty shorts definitely accentuate that and make it look that much better.
Yeah. But then at the same time,
I'm not dissing the thong. I like the thong.
okay.
But
I was gonna say, because that gives you a lot to just dream about right there.
yeah.
You don't need a whole lot of imagination. You are just living the dream all right now.
Yep. Bam. You're right there. Yeah. I still like the booty shorts.
Yeah, I'm not dissing that either. Those
Both are nice.
Yeah,
I would I mean, I'm shaking the hand of
no
whoever
losing.
invented either one of them. So
yeah, there's no losing in this situation.
isn't it crazy the underwear that they get to wear? Like they get so many different. Like we don't have that kind of options.
Yeah, you sound jealous.
A little
You
bit.
can. Yeah, if you want to, I'm sure. I'm not stopping you. Is she stopping you?
No, I've worn the man thong. I've got it.
Okay.
I've rocked them, but it's just. I guess there is some out there for men.
You wish that it was more
acceptable.
Acceptable, yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Would you rather go back to the age of 10 with everything that you know now? Or would you want to know now everything that your future self will learn?
I would go back to 10.
Okay. Why is that?
Dude, I would invest in Bitcoin like no other.
Just Bitcoin? You wouldn't bet on Super Bowls and
that too.
Everything else?
That too, but I'm making more money off of probably Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Dude, Bitcoin at under a penny stock?
Yeah, that would be huge.
Here's my entire life savings.
Which is like what, $5?
Even at $5, I'm becoming
That's
a millionaire, dude.
I didn't know how to answer this, because at the same time, like, obviously you could do that stuff in the past and get to know.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna make your mind go straight to being 10.
Okay.
I know that you would never do this or never want to, but just think if you could steal all that comedy.
Oh. Then I could just be a prodigy.
Boom. It's no longer the Chappelle show, it's the Roddy show.
I wouldn't do that to Dave. I would do it to I'd do it to other comedians that I don't like.
Right? But I'm just saying.
It'd be the Chappelle and Roddy show.
You could be Louis.
Yeah.
You could be the Roddy CK.
Roddy CK. That's funny. Except for
except you don't jerk off in front of anybody.
Yeah. But no, that's a good point. I did in my answer say back to 10, and I'm still leaning towards that. Just because then you have that much more of your life ahead of you and all that stuff.
That was another reason.
But after thinking about it for a little bit, I think I'm slightly switching over to the future, because there's a lot more of my life ahead of me than I've already lived. I hope that that's the case. And so I feel like if I were to live to, because I'm 31, so if I were to live to 62 or further, then I would have that much more life to live and that much more knowledge. And I mean, I feel like the stuff that you learn as a kid could be considered like not as high quality, even though it's stuff everybody needs to know.
Right.
But I feel like I'm going to know that now. But then that means I have 30 years of just straight learning the adult stuff rather than 30 years of learning stuff that everybody learns, you know? So I'm just thinking, because in the future, because again, I can still do the Bitcoin thing and I can still do all that.
But the other thing is, once I hit 35 or 34 that I am now life is a gamble. Now I'm in, and I got the bankroll to do it. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, because then you can restructure how everything was, and then the next time you're 34, you would be in a completely different situation. Like you could be the president, you know.
Now when you hit 34, when I hit 34, it's like being reborn all over again. Now life's exciting. Now I don't know what's going to happen.
Yep. Yeah, you're 10 years old, but you're a 34-year-old in a 10-year-old's body, and the world is your oyster.
Yep. And then boom, once I hit 34, life begins, and that's a good age for life to begin.
Yep.
So, I went with that. All right. Would you rather have sex in a movie theater?
That's my answer.
Or have sex in a stadium at a sporting event?
Can I do both?
Sure.
Can I like, does the stadium have a movie theater inside of it?
No.
Damn. I just wanted to have a good day.
Oh. Boom. Two eggs, two birds, one stone.
Yeah, 2 eggs, 1 stone. No, I said in a movie theater, because kind of like I mentioned before, I'm not an out in public guy. Like, I mean, I've shared that story that I've had that public experience, but I'm more of a personal type. I'd rather just have it be me and her. But so I'd rather be in the movie theater, because obviously it's darker.
A little easier to hide it.
Little easier to hide it. There's less people, because obviously a stadium can hold a lot more people than a movie theater. And yeah, we just sit in the back row, and there's nobody behind us then, so you're good to go.
There you go.
You might have somebody on your side, but then you just tell them to watch the movie.
I went with sporting event. It just seems a little more challenging, and I like a good challenge.
Oh yeah, you like a good challenge.
So, yep.
Is that where you're gonna find your glory hole?
No, I'm not doing a glory hole there. No, I'm good. So,
would you rather move to a new city or town every week, or never be able to leave the city or town that you were born in?
I'm moving to a different city.
Moving every week?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Getting to know more people. Let's get to know them.
Yeah, get to know more people. I said the same thing.
I've never been shy, so.
Yeah, I said the same thing, but I did it for more of the travel aspect.
That too.
Because I would rather see a million different towns and cities than
one for the rest of your life.
Yeah, yep.
Definitely. So. All right. Should we get to that time of the night?
What time?
Dedication time, baby.
What are we dedicating to?
We're dedicating to a very, very good comedian that is gone but not forgotten. John Panette.
John Panette. I miss that guy so much.
Dude, he was hilarious. I think we've talked a couple of his jokes.
Yep.
In previous episodes.
Yep. He's a guy that is missed not only like just by us, but like all of the comedy world. Like they talk about him in a bunch of different podcasts, and I wish he had the opportunity to talk more on podcasts, because I don't even know if he was. I'm actually going to look that up right now as we're talking a little bit about him. I'm going to see if he was on Mark Maron's at least.
Dude, do you want to know what his big break was?
What?
Do you know who he toured with?
Who?
Frank Sinatra.
Really? That was his big break?
An early break for Panette was being asked to tour with Frank Sinatra.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Dang, that is insane. I didn't ever put those two together.
He was a regular cast member in the show The Grudge Match.
I guess I didn't know what The Grudge Match was.
I didn't either, but sounds cool.
He was in a full episode of Seinfeld.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that I was looking for this. He was in the musical Hairspray. Remember that on Broadway? Yep, he was on that.
He was he was named Stand-Up Comedian of the Year by the American Comedy Awards in 1999.
Dang, so like right at the end of the century.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, dude, his stand-up, if you've not heard his stand-up, obviously you can find it on
anywhere. Dude, he's so
online
funny.
on YouTube, but he's so hilarious, and I'll still watch his stuff every now and then. I don't know, I haven't actually watched like an actual special of his in a long time, but I remember watching him on Comedy Central and just roaring every single time I listened to him.
I still love his Disney buffet. Mickey comes up to me. Get out of here, you fat bastard. He did voices so well too.
Yeah, well, like his voices and his faces that he would make, like, because he's a bigger guy, and so like, but it was just so crazy, like what he could do with his facial expressions and his physical appearance and his physical comedy with that too. Like it was really great. He's perfect for stand up. I feel like he like was in other stuff, but his stand up, like just looking at him, like I don't know, just gives me a smile.
He had 3 DVDs and all 3 of them were freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I Say Nene.
That's the name of one of them.
Yep, and then
I remember that bit.
Yeah, he did that bit through almost the whole movie, like DVD.
Yep.
So and a lot of his bits. I
Yeah.
say nay nay.
Yeah.
And then another one was I'm Starving.
Yep. I remember I'm Starving.
And then Still Hungry.
Yep. I'm looking at Still Hungry right now.
The guy was so funny. And I didn't know he was in so many movies.
Yeah, that's what you were saying not too long ago, actually.
Let's see here, he was in filmography. He was on, all right, movies and TV shows. But he was in one. Dude, he was an Alf.
He was an elf?
Yeah. Alf. ALF.
Oh, Alf. I thought you said
Alf.
elf, as
No.
in like with Buddy the Elf.
No.
That's kind of neat. What did he do there?
He was in season 4, episode 14. He played as Howie Anderson. That's all it says.
Interesting.
1990. But he was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 TV and movie appearances.
Wow. That's nuts.
Dude, he was in Revenge of the Nerds, Part 4.
That's funny.
Oh, dude, you remember when we were with Ricky?
Yep.
And we were talking about that movie Duets?
Mm-hmm.
He was in that. He was in the finale. He was a finale singer.
Nice.
He's a very good singer, though.
Oh, he's very talented human being.
He's a great opera singer.
Yeah. Well, that was part of like one of his bits was singing like that, singing opera.
Yep. Very funny guy. Yeah. So if you haven't seen him, go check
Look
out
him
his
up.
stuff, because I guarantee, like, if you don't cry, laugh at this guy's comedy.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
I'm just reading this thing right now. It says comedian John Panette dies at 50 months after telling fans that he was physically spent. So he just wore himself out.
He was. Doctors signed off on the cause of death was pulmonary embolism. So heart attack or clogged arteries.
Yeah.
Just over. I mean, he was huge.
Yeah.
He was a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
God, he was funny.
But I mean, he lived.
Lived
I
a
feel
great
like he
life.
lived a good life.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, again, if you haven't seen or heard John Panette stand up, I would recommend looking him up. And yeah, he's a good guy. Even Mark Maron said he was a good guy. I just read that quote.
Yeah. I'd never heard anything bad about him. I've
Yeah.
never heard a comedian say anything bad about him. Everybody's always said he's been very nice, kind, helping. Would always tell you, talk to you, give you advice.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anybody talk bad about him.
Yep.
So, Massachusetts guy. Boston.
Oh, nice.
Boston guy.
Boston.
Boston.
You could tell a little bit in his voice,
Yeah.
but not a lot. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a huge accent guy. I don't know much about that stuff.
So,
Or the history and what it's supposed to sound like.
right.
But
So, I think that's about all I got, man.
yeah. That's all I got too.
I think it was a good episode.
I think so too. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we
did.
enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, dude, I could do this all day, every day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy that we have the ability to do it over the phone now too, because I mean, we can.
We get in a bind, we can do this.
Yeah, well, plus, I mean, if we want to, we can throw out an extra episode or two here and there.
Right?
Do some bonus episodes for you guys if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. And then hopefully we can clean it up and get rid of the hiccups.
Yeah, we had just based on the last two that we've only done two on the phone so far, but we've had some technical difficulties. But hopefully you're not able to tell
Hopefully
a lot.
Hopefully I can clean them up the best I can.
Yeah, we did have one that you probably will hear, one that we're hoping to hide. So
Well,
we'll
one
see.
you're definitely going to hear because I just said, hey, technical difficulties. The other one,
Yep.
I think I can clean it up and get out of there.
Yep. If
So,
not, I mean, this is the stupidest podcast, and
right?
it's
what it
life.
is.
That's how life
Yeah,
works.
take it. Take it.
Yep.
Take it. Just take it. So.
All right, now I feel like you're back. I feel like you're back at that glory hole now.
Yeah. So, all right, yeah, guys, go check us out. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Instagram. I need to start throwing some more tweets out.
Some twits.
Throw some tweets
I think that's
out.
what it's called.
Yeah, right. Some tweets. Definitely need to
We're
start
gonna
tweeting a little bit more, but
we're gonna have to learn how to TikTok.
yeah, for sure.
We got to learn how to do that.
I think.
Now we know somebody.
Yeah,
so
right. I can't wait to ask him about that. Maybe he can give us some pointers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, hopefully he gave us some good pointers now.
That
we've already done them.
Will have been in the past, future, current.
Right.
Like right now, we're currently
already
ranked number 3 on TikTok.
Yeah. We're one of the biggest TikTokers around now, probably.
Yep.
So, but yeah, we're on Instagram, Facebook. Go at us. Subscribe everywhere. We're on almost every platform you can think of. Not all of them,
don't.
But
I can't stop you.
I don't, but do. Definitely do.
Yeah, definitely do. But if you don't,
still do.
It is what it is. Still do.
All right. Yeah, we're on those. Go add, subscribe, comment. Love to hear some comments. We're also on YouTube now. We've been on there for a little while now. Anything else? Where else can they find us?
You can get us at www.thestupidestpodcast.com.
Boom. There we go. Other than that, I think that's about it.
You can get us via cell phone. You can get me via snail mail, if you know my address and phone number.
I'm not giving either of that out, so you can hit him
I'm not
up.
giving that out either. you can get us by personal conversation if you run into us on the street.
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't tell you that. Ran into somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was at the gas station.
What happened?
2 kids were on Spotify listening to a podcast, and it was our podcast.
Really?
Yep.
That's neat.
And I go, what are you guys listening to? They go, oh, it's just a podcast. You probably never heard of it. I go, try me. And they go, it's called The Stupidest Podcast. It's 2 guys that are hilarious. And I'm like, yeah? Roddy and Vandy? They go, how do you know that? I go, I'm Vandy. They go, no way. So then I showed them the back of the Jeep with the stickers,
Yep.
And then I pulled, they go, there's no way. And I pulled up the website and I showed them pictures. They're like, oh my God, this is awesome. We ended up taking pictures together, and I signed their gas receipt.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been meaning to tell you that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could it's crazy because you signed that gas receipt, and it's weird how it's actually worth less now than it was before.
Right?
Just kidding.
You paid $30 for a tank of gas, and the signature's worth negative cents.
You owe us a dime for
right?
writing on this.
So, but all right, yeah, I think that was a great episode, man.
Dude, that was a really good episode. I feel, and I felt like we were hanging out. I mean, I know we're virtually hanging out, but felt like you were here. I wish you were here. I mean, I'd rather you be here, but
flow was a lot better in this one, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, man. Well,
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did, and
same here.
We'll see you soon, and hope you have a good one.
Have a good one.